All right. Now can I do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now can I go?
I guess.
All right.
Yes.
Last time, Curse of Strahd. Diving deeper into the Amber Temple in search of the secrets to Strahd's seemingly immortal unlife. You found a manuscript, a journal, detailing all of Strahd's history in the rubble of this giant statue where you fought this demonic fox creature. Fiendish fox creature, I guess. Having spent the night and running into Strahd's Chamberlain, you then continued on your journey. You ran into 3 crones who you quickly dispatched before one of them took off on her broom. And then you began to mess around with the amber sarcophagi. Upon touching them, you were teleported almost seemingly inside the sarcophagus, where some sort of entity was offering you boons at a price. One of you, in secret, accepted one of these boons. The others, you have, tried several of them at this point, but still have much more of the temple to explore. And that is where we'll pick up. So the air inside the temple is ice cold. Your breath still clinging in the air. The bits of light that scatter from Ash's torch bouncing across that orange, slick-hued wall that seems to coat everything on the interior of the temple. The northern hallway rubble has collapsed. And your every word just echoes slightly through these bottom barren halls.
Don't even know where to start anymore.
Jens, what are you doing in that room?
Can you describe the room for me again?
Sure. So this particular room, the furnishings or in this bare stone room have succumbed to decrepitude. They have long since decayed over time. Standing in the center of the room, its head scraping the 10-foot-high ceiling, is a vaguely man-shaped construct. Yes, I forgot about this. Dark wood and riveted iron. Its helmeted head stares blindly in your direction, and I believe this is where... Actually, no. It sprung to life, right? When Cole entered the room. That's right. Okay, that's where we picked up.
Yeah.
Right.
I went to touch it, I think, and Jens and Cole were just there.
Right, the eyes light up this sort of white blue as it just stares down at you, Cole. That amulet in your hand, sort of, or that amulet that you were carrying, emitting a sort of soft, light blue hue.
Hello. He's just staring down. He's not
Correct.
moving or nothing.
Shake it.
Shake it.
I'm gonna take the amulet and start just moving it to the left, moving it to the right, see if he's sort of tracing it around.
That wooden metal head is just sort of following you as you move a little bit. But as you're holding the amulet, its eyes are fixed on you.
I'm gonna spear in air, not in position yet, but sort of take a step forward and anyone home?
You rattle on it, it's just empty inside. You can hear the echo as it ding, ding, ding. Just continues to stare down at you.
Hey mate, why don't you do me a favour and sit down, yeah?
In that moment, it just sits down onto the ground, breaking some wood and rotten debris on the floor.
What the fuck is that?
He, Tins pokes his head out of the doorway and just goes, Cole has a robot.
What?
What's a robot?
Is this a side dish for Vakuri, my friend? What is this?
This would have been so useful against a giant statue, maybe.
Well, it is a giant statue, so I guess.
Yeah, it would have been like a kaiju fight, yeah.
The hell's a kaiju?
Yeah, it's a fuckery term.
I don't recognize it.
I don't speak whatever language it is that you guys are right now.
This
Must
thing
be a different dialect.
This thing's rather big. Will it fit out the door?
It is large. It will. You think it? You're not certain, to be honest. I guess make an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence.
All right.
Ah, yes, Cole's best feature.
+1.
Surprising.
Natural 1. For a 2.
Roughly
Yeah,
good
I
start,
mean, you're
yes.
looking at the door and looking at the size of it. You know, it doesn't look like it will fit on its own now.
This is fine. I don't know how to get it out, though. You know what? Fuck it. Come on,
Hey.
robot. Follow me.
Oh, Casimir? Casimir?
Yes. Yes. Sorry, you can see him just sort of staring back at the sarcophaguses. Yes. What was it you needed?
We've got a thing in here. Do you recognize it?
No. No. I some sort of golem. Apparently, I have never seen. Right. No, I've never seen it. It's.
Well, if we give you a few moments, could you possibly, know more if you have a second to study it?
Yes, I'm certain I can take a look. Although it's no more is. I don't know if there's much more to know. It just looks like some sort of golem. It's being controlled by what I can imagine is that amulet glowing there. And apparently heeds the commands of whoever.
Hey,
whoever is looking at it. Yep.
Give me the amulet. See if
Absolutely not. No.
Well, we can just see who can just pass it around.
Way.
Come
no
on.
way.
No,
I'm
friend.
not giving this up.
Please.
No.
Please.
This is the coolest thing I've ever gotten. Besides your friendship, Rango. But this thing, if I can figure out how to get out the door,
Just make it break the wall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Punch the wall, and then go. That's some terrible damage.
Yeah, it pulls back a giant fist and just slams it against that amber wall. You can see bits of the stone begin and that whatever the material just kind of crack and break and shatter throughout. It just continues to hit until you tell it to stop, and it just one after another, fist after fist, as it starts breaking. The whole temple itself starts shaking around.
Okay.
Bits of rock and debris start falling from the ceiling.
Make it stop. That's very loud. Hurts my ears a lot.
That's good. You're yeah. Stop.
It's kind of hot though.
How we get out of here?
Tell it to break the door, not the fucking wall. I thought that was clear.
Mate, if he breaks the door, he ain't gonna make the door no bigger.
You could break around the wall. I don't understand how you don't understand this. You could.
You still
DM
have to
unpops the
punch.
game.
You still have to punch the wall. You know.
Yes, still have to punch the wall, but it's the door is attached to the wall, and it's not, a big portion of the wall. Simple physics here, friend.
Mate, you don't got no spell that would just make him smaller for a second or something.
No, I don't. I'm a novice. Thanks.
My friend, I hate to interrupt this insightful conversation, but perhaps you could try asking it to leave the room and see if it knows a way that you have not considered.
That is also true.
It is very true, my friend. It is the word of the great Durango Fortescue.
Great Durango Fortescue. Sir Golem, if you wouldn't be so kind as to find a way out of this room and meet us in the hall.
Muted.
Are you standing in the room or are you exiting?
I'll go through, just past the front door.
Okay. So you watch the Guardian gets up to the door and it sort of kneels down underneath it and just begins to wedge its body in. As it does, it just pulls and yanks. The hinges on the door break. The wood encasing the door itself just all begins to crack and shatter. It was all pretty decrepit anyways due to time and age. But as the wall itself begins to give way, as it just continues to kind of pull and push its way out through this small hole, you see the golem itself manages to get out of the door, but the room behind it just collapses.
Well, I certainly hope there was nothing else of importance there.
It was
But my
worth
friend,
it.
if it needs to be dug up, I think that our friend is well suited for the task.
Well,
This brings new meaning to the word dumb muscle.
Well, this up here, and he points to the rubble up to the north. And he goes, I mean, the other side is longer than this side, but the upstairs kind of had like this matchy match thing going on. So maybe he can dig us through here.
I mean, we could, but it would take us a bit. We should have a few, like, normal doors to check out.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's true. Maybe you can break some doors.
Pretty sure we checked this whole hallway, didn't we?
Yeah, but they were all locked.
Oh. We have a key.
What? Yes,
Do
that's
we?
what we're saying.
Oh, yeah, him. Yes. Worth a shot. Well, he's
What's the
not
worst
breaking the
they could do?
statue.
Collapse the temples down around us?
Well, yeah, maybe.
I mean, if he can just punch just the door.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna. This door over here was locked, I believe, right? Sir Gorlum, if you wouldn't mind, hell, give that door just go kick, knock it in.
So this is one of the locked amber doors. The Shield Guardian reels back that one of those giant fists, and you can see it slam against the door. But as it hits it, it seems to. It's almost like there is no contact. The reverberation still shakes the room, and bits of rubble fall from the ceiling, but it doesn't. It seems to be warded against that sort of attack, I guess we'll say.
Well, yeah, that's worth a shot.
It's enchanted, all right. He has some
Reels
sort of
back
other way
again.
in. All right, that's enough. You can stop kicking the door. You gotta be very specific with this thing.
It would appear our new friend is a very poor lockpick.
Well, he's just not the right lockpick.
DM, I can't remember if I tried to pick them last time, or if they seemed like they were bar. I can't remember.
There's no lock.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's just go up and around. Let's finish getting out of here. We're burning.
But there's more sarcophagi. What are you talking about? No. We are not done here until we have all of our answers, because we know for a fact that Strahd took at least one of these things up on its offer, right?
I'm starting to think it was probably a few, if not all.
Maybe.
Or it was the one that was broken that none of us.
That was my thought. But at the same time, that might be actually the one that makes him just live forever. He might still have all the rest, and allows everybody to have all the rest. And the one that's broken, makes it to where he doesn't die.
Well, we still haven't even figured out what we're going to do once we know this information, yeah? Like, we destroying him, or we...
That's a good question, actually. And Tins just takes off down the hallway back towards the sarcophagus.
Oh, shit.
Hey, can we use your new friend to break one of those things and see what happens? Maybe that would give us answers.
Well, we might just be letting something old and evil out, then we then have to take care of.
But if
I
we're
feel
letting
that
it
we have
out,
failed to consider what kind of a creature or entity might collect such things as if they were trinkets.
so do we? What do we think we're on a demi plane, or is that just me bleeding meta right now?
As far as what, like Ravenloft?
Yeah, like
Barovia?
Yeah,
I don't think
Barovia.
that conversation has ever happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, because I haven't
Never mind.
talked about my experience of going to the Feywild yet during my one chance at getting out of here. Tins is going to slap the one on the right. Just
Back to this again.
Yeah, he's just going to slap his hand down on it. You're muted, by the way.
Okay. As you put your hand on it again, that inky blackness sucks you in. The sky and around you turns to that golden amber hue. Come on. Hold on.
Please hold.
There we go.
Boundary notes.
Boundary notes. And as it does, that that sort of death-looking figure, the cloaked with this sharp, like brilliant white skull, just floating in the midst of that hood, just appears. So, have you decided to take me up on my offer?
Well, actually, I have a question about your offer as a whole. Is it like lifelong, or is it something that I could possibly, renege on later on? Is it something that I could go back on my decision? Is it something that I could just give back? I just have a lot of curiosity about this entire situation, and if you could possibly answer that one, it would be very helpful in my decision, ultimately.
The boons themselves are limited to some, maybe temporary. Others may be permanent, but the price must always be paid and can never be undone.
So what happens if I let you out? Like, if I break your little, amber world here from the outside, do you get out and get to go do fun, deathy things?
Just sort of stares at you.
Well, you're no fun. He removes his hand and goes to the one that was actually talkative about storms. My bad. No, he's going to ignore the storms and go straight to the Pox, because Pox actually talked about stuff.
As you get sucked back into that amber void, the pale woman appears again before you. They're just...
Again, sorry.
I'm growing tired of these games.
reasonable. It's not a game, I promise. It is more information gathering than it is a game, because I want to make the wisest decision for me personally and my mental health. So that said, what happens if I break your Ember World here? Do you get out? Would you give me a gift if I let you out like that? Would you kill my friends and give me a gift? Would you kill all of us? Would you give us all gifts? I like gifts, in case you haven't noticed.
I can offer you is what I can offer with a price. As far as what exists beyond this prison, I am uncertain.
Thank you for your information. I will no longer be playing what you call games any longer. Thank you, and he removes his hand. He kind of trots his way back out of the room and just goes, okay, so sounds like some of them are like lifelong gifts. All of them come with a price, which we already knew. Some of them are temporary, but the price is still paid, so gotta really be picky and choosy on that. We're not really clear on which ones are permanent and which ones are temporary, and they also never really said what would happen if you tried to go back on your deal. They also don't seem to know what happens if you break them, so too many what ifs for my comfort. Yep.
Wow. You don't want to try something ridiculous.
Let's be clear. Everything I do is calculated.
You're bad at math. Okay.
I'm good at fuckery math. So.
Alright, so are we done touching random golden crystal coffins, yeah? We're good?
I mean, if we find more, I'm gonna touch them all.
Mate, unless you know how to get into these other rooms, I don't think you're gonna find any more.
You never know. We've got other rooms to look through that aren't locked.
Let's go.
Alright.
Up and around.
Onward.
So we're going up through the hidden door on the side of the chamber, upper floor, right?
Well, we know that there's these doors here, and we know that there's these doors down to the south, if I remember right. But, which we haven't gone through either one of those. This has all been collapsed, and that's sus.
Right, but when we went up, we had on the floor that's above us right now. There's that other hallway.
We do have that secret. Yeah, we do have that secret door.
That's the only place that we haven't been yet.
That's not true. We haven't been to this room, and we haven't been through these double doors down here either, which all might be locked. So.
Okay, so we haven't been to all
North,
the
south,
places
and
that
then
also aren't locked.
Just go whatever's closest, yeah? I guess,
North? Yeah.
Unless you guys got something that can unlock these doors. Some sort of magic, but yeah.
Well,
Alright,
my
come on,
friends,
so
we
go
shall
on.
not find these means standing around. Onwards, and with that, Durango climbs the golem and sits on its pauldron.
it's a chariot that you were always meant for, Durango.
Might be something I'm interested in whenever I'm not in spring.
You see, in this noble steed that I've acquired, my friend.
I feel like that's demeaning towards steeds or it.
All right. Well, Paul, are we doing this door like we've been doing?
Oh, I guess it's a safe bet. I'm gonna have the golem stand basically near where Casimir and Sveta are.
Okay.
Durango still sitting on the pauldron. It's kind of a bumpy ride. It's not overly pleasant, but
He does his best to make it look good.
mm-hmm.
It's all in
as
the hips.
graceful as it can be.
Well,
And
this is not my first time riding a golem, of course not. This is commonplace for the great Durango Fortescue.
I've seen it. Right, Ash. So we're okay. We're checking the doors for traps and everything first, and then going in. Right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I was checking them beforehand, but you
Yeah,
know, I was letting you guys have that experience in life.
I think we've just kind of been throwing them open. I don't think we've been particularly checking
sounds-
traps.
Sounds about right. Yeah, same old. Let's do it.
Checking the ones you let me.
So as you go
Evo.
to push through these doors, these ones seem to be locked as well.
Oh,
Okay. All right, ends.
Different than the other amber doors, but
Do they have locks?
correct. Yes.
All right. Tens pulls out his trusty set. Just kind of pulls out a small pouch that's kind of wrapped in this like green leather. Flips it open, pulls out his lockpicks. You can see that they have like a light green tinge to them at the moment, and he's gonna try and pick that lock.
also, I'm pretty sure the reason we weren't checking more doors for traps is that we were failing miserably on the investigation checks and
Oh,
perception
right.
checks
Yeah.
to find the traps.
There it is. Let's see. I have. It's just proficiency. 12.
Yeah,
broken,
unfortunately, as you go in with your lockpick, you attempt to the mechanism is complex, old, and rusted at the same time, and it's just nothing seems to work. You fiddle with it over and over again, just can't seem to figure it out.
Uh, Rango, you might want to dismount.
Is it time to employ our new friend? And with that, Durango hops down like he's hopping off a stool.
Was he ever fired? I'm confused.
Yeah, and right, Sir Golem. You don't mind I call you that, right? Nah, of course you don't. Bust open those doors.
As the golem goes forward again, it slams a fist into the door. Let's go ahead and roll these two.
That's better.
Hmm.
So the first two strikes, like you can see the doors give way a bit. You can see cracks begin to form in the amber itself. It looks similar to when you were hitting the doors on the other end. However, the two hits are so hard that you can see cracks form in the amber. It continues to punch. Two more strikes. You can hear snapping and cracking behind it. That's shaking. It's shaking the hall. Bits of rubble and debris are kind of falling above you as you look above, and you've got that balcony just above you. The sort of rumbles. Two more massive cracks just reverberate throughout the entire temple. And finally, the doors give way. They break open and fall inwards. The Guardian just...
This is the best thing I've ever had.
It's very loud. I don't like how loud it is, but it is very nice.
Do you think perhaps we could teach it to play a drum? And Durango's cleaning it, getting it all shined up, and no dust.
You see Cole's eyes sort of light up and with like they're figuring out how to make a giant drum now, or who to employ to make such a thing.
I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
just
I
have
have
him
actually
bang his
gave
chest.
you. You should be in your allies.
Nice. Oh, yeah, there he is. Got him. Eyes. Oh my god.
Got some stats.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cole, sort of like a proud dad, puffs up his chest and straightens out his jacket and struts through the door. Sort of kicking some of the rubble out of the way on the ground as he does.
Yeah, as you step over those broken amber doors that are smashed into pieces against the floor, the room before you is piled, multiple piles of glinting treasure heaped against the west and east walls of this completely stone room. A big alcove in the center of the room itself just seems sort of barren, nothing in between, but cracks in the walls beneath it and beyond seem to a bit of light seems to shed through them.
I'm gonna go
Otherwise,
investigate the cracks.
I'm checking out the treasure.
Durango's also fairly interested in the treasure.
Okay, what do you mean by checking out the treasure?
Like,
Oh my god. Tins would have just been like fucking looking at it, seeing if there was anything that wasn't just golden gems, and if there was, he'd probably pick it up and just kind of, check it out.
Perfect.
I think Cole would have just indiscriminately went towards the first pile of gold that he saw.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bad feeling.
Durango would definitely at least try and grab one coin to like flip between his fingers and mess around with while he examined everything.
Tens, as you pick up the first bit of treasure, and we'll say it is a obsidian scepter with gold filigree. Looks expensive, pricey. The gold just sort of glimmers. The handiwork looks fine. I mean, it's quite the treasure. Old, even by your standard. This feeling, this ominous feeling, suddenly overtakes you. And in the dark of this room, even with your vision, there's like a shadow that just looms above you. I need you... Actually, well, let's just do this. Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, it hits. Oh my god.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as suddenly appearing behind you is this massive 10-foot stone golem.
I just fucking drop it. I don't know what to tell you.
It just appears out of the ether as if invisible prior and just suddenly comes to life. And as the golem springs to life and just these amber hawk-like features in the face begin to scan the room, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Jesus.
What are we gonna do? Not touch the treasure? I mean, come on, good job, guys. No, we played that right.
Ash should have warned you guys.
Always touch the
Not that
treasure.
it would have mattered, but
There was no stopping Cole and Durango. I don't know about the rest of you.
yeah,
but-
no,
I was
know
just
it was
looking for
worthless.
interesting pieces that weren't gold and gems, because I don't care about them.
right. But I'm sure
Alright,
as soon
let's
as you
go
picked
ahead
up
and
the
do
treasure.
this.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Tin should know better, but he's in spring.
It's really like the first time you guys have run into treasure, right? So
Right.
That's true.
Hey,
Yeah, Casimir.
decent initiative roll.
Yeah, looks good for us.
Okay.
Don't
Oh.
talk too soon. Please
So
stop.
this guy's just going to be on your initiative, Ryan. So.
Okay, so it's not bonus. He's his own thing. No bonus action.
No, it
stuff.
is. So it's a bonus action to command it.
Oh, okay. I was looking through the stuff. I didn't see that.
Well, you get your kaiju
Okay.
fight.
Yeah.
If it can get through the doorway without bringing it down the house.
It's a double doorway. You know, I don't know.
It's large. It can get through a double door. God, I keep forgetting that his hit points are not, his sheet is not the same.
All right. Well, again, as this massive fist slams down on the ground, you see Tenzveta go flying into a pile of treasure. As this massive amber golem suddenly appears behind you, Ash. But first up is Casimir.
You know, I feel like his knee-jerk reaction is just to cast magic missile at it. But at the same time, Ten's basically just got a dent in his head. Yeah, he's gonna do some magic missile first. Do you do the 3d4 plus 3, or do you just do the 1d4 plus 1 and then multiply it?
It's 3d4 plus 3.
Jesus. 13 points of force damage from Casimir.
Dang.
And he will do the courageous Durango thing and step outside.
That was close. You need to talk shit before you run away. That was really close.
I don't speak for Casimir, so
Because Casimir just launches immediately, instantaneously just launches a barrage of missiles. They slam into that amber form. It stumbles backwards a little bit before catching itself, reeling forward and just spinning around the room. Then Sveta.
It hit me with a 23 or 25 to hit, so I don't know that actually blade singing is worth it right now. So I think we'll take this opportunity to go ahead and booming blade with the sun sword first as an action. Yeah. I have a friend nearby,
Beautiful.
so that's a crit across the board.
Oh my god.
So the critical damage there, roll another d8. We'll make it. That doesn't seem right. What did I roll first? What was the first roll? 5.
It disappeared after you roll it. You hit it again.
Let me just roll another one.
Well, it was an 8.
Okay,
So
it'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus another 5. So 18 on the normal damage. Now then I get to roll 66.
Wait, how many?
6, because I have 3d6 sneak attack, and I double that. So
Double it. Okay, got it.
Pew. 26 more points of radiant. And then what level are we? We're 7th level. So I get another 2d8 thunder damage from the booming blade now, which is another 9 points of thunder, and then we will bonus action run. We will disengage and run.
Just rogue things.
Pretty much, that's exactly what I think it is. He pulls the blade up and just it's just as he gets
So
to
in
that
in that quick moment when the golem began to turn towards the rest of you, after Casimir's bolt sent it sort of reeling backwards, Tenzveta, darting out of the pile of treasure, just slams the sun sword into one of the legs of the golem, aiming for the knees. He cuts deep, and the whole thing sort of shifts and shimmies for a second before picking itself back up. And you just take off out of the room.
Yeah, he half rolls away, like limping, holding the back of his head, like fuck. That's my turn.
All right, Cole.
Oh, it's a golem! And I can't move his token, but I'm gonna move him 30 feet forward through into this room.
You better believe Durango's providing theme music like a wrestler as he comes in.
Ding, 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 ding.
Just whatever the Barovian version of ACTC
30 feet would
is.
be there.
30 feet would be there?
Yeah.
Okay. And Cole, right next to the golem, he's actually just gonna stay where he is for the moment. Shield goes up, spear goes up, and I'm gonna cast.
I'm wrong. He can get right in there. I was thinking
That's what I thought.
each square is 10 feet. Sorry.
Okay, and in that case, he's gonna reel back his fist really stiff and just sort of like pissing it directly into the chest of this thing. That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
That's 12
Yeah,
points
buddy.
of damage on the first one. Woo! But he's got multi-attack, yes, so he's gonna do it again. Just stiff back into the same area on the chest, and that's a 19 to hit that time.
All right,
19
19
hits?
hits. 19
Alright,
hits, sorry.
alright. Yeah, no worries. That's another 12 points of damage for him.
All right, as these two monstrous figures just lock, just exchanging this, you get your Kaiju Battle. The entire inner chamber just shakes. You can see those piles of treasure just kind of rumbling and shimmering and just spreading out across the floor as the room shakes.
All right, and now I'm gonna move up, right next to him, and I'm just gonna spear out and try to stab upwards into the cavity that the other golem's making. I'm just trying to carve a hole through this thing. That's a 12 to hit.
You're too excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spear just glints off of the side. You can't even, between the two of them fighting, you just cannot find a spot even for that spear to hit.
Not dissuaded, because, I'm gonna just try it again and just out of the way. There. That's a 24 to hit this time.
24 hits.
For another 11 points of damage on him. And Cole, after getting the spearhead in, locks back in his Spartan position, and that's going to be my turn.
All right, yeah, the spear takes off a chunk after another crack in the side. It takes off a chunk of that amber as it pierces through and just kind of wedges. And you feel a bit of the stone golem just like crack underneath the blow of the spear, but it's just too engaged with the bigger one. All right, with that, the room itself begins to sort of hum, Cole. You feel this radiant, almost energy coming off of the golem as everything begins to slow down.
Oh no!
I need Cole and Ash and the Shield Guardian to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh, God.
See, I remember when this happened last time, and I got slowed down.
Oh, yeah, that's good for me.
But you get plus
Oh,
4
God
from your
damn
roll,
it.
right?
No.
Oh, good.
Right.
Oh, good.
And I would just like to say my turn was supposed to be before this.
Yeah, suddenly the entire room, everything, all of your perception seems to, from your perspective, it's like you're moving normally, but the golem is suddenly moving twice as fast. This massive form just moving quickly. You can see it's still fighting off as it takes 2 attacks at the Shield Guardian. Whoops, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's what happens when you
Don't
take a
DM
month between.
a month.
I know, right? The 21 hit.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, I think, do I get, hold on. So the rest of you, you cannot use your reactions, your speed.
More than one attack.
Yeah, okay. Yep, cool.
So
Wanted to
even
make
if
sure
you're,
I just didn't know if it gave me an advantage or not, but
so even if you're a
21
fighter,
hits,
you
so
can't get another one.
that
Hey,
is
thanks for the reminder, Chuck.
13 points of damage to the shield guardian.
Okay. 14.
And the second one is a crit.
Owie. Owie.
That's another 31 points of damage to the shield guardian.
It's only fair. I did more than that.
Yeah.
And as suddenly, Durango, you watch your friends like begin to slow down as the guardian smashes.
Did you
actually?
Did you mean to skip Ash? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know,
Before
yeah.
the slow.
It was actually Cole that skipped Ash.
Yeah, Cole.
I was
Sorry.
excited.
So Ash,
I was gonna say something, but then everybody was just into it, so I was like, I'm just gonna hang out. It'll happen, and then slow, and I was like, okay. Well, I'm gonna. Are we counting this as before the slow or after the slow?
I'll give it to you before.
Okay, and not gonna do too much different. Ash just grabs the sword, short sword, and looks at it and goes, looks at the two stone things fighting and goes, I don't know, and just takes a couple swings at it. Maybe? I got my short sword. There it is.
Do I have a short sword?
I do have a short sword.
I haven't
22?
played in so long.
22 hits, yes.
Normal damage on that one for 8 damage. And 20, dirty 20.
Stinky, nasty, disgusting 20.
For another 6 points of piercing. So Ash just lashes out and is like, I don't know. And then on the final strike, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, as the two sword blows, they kind of glance off of the golem, but you can tell that they're hitting. They hit, little cracks form in that amber with each strike before suddenly you slow down, where all of a sudden the golem starts to speed up. All right, Durango.
Durango plays a series of discordant notes followed by a really shrill slide on one of the strings. Kind of sounds almost like a scream as he drops a hex on the golem. Let's say strength. Yeah, it sucks strength now. And he follows it up with a couple of Eldritch blasts.
Did you get slowed?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay.
That's a 10
Yeah,
to hit.
only
I
10
might as well have got slowed. Yeah.
Suckers.
Yeah, a 10 misses the golem as the Eldritch Blast hits. It just like disperses across the skin. Let's call it skin.
That
20 hits.
20 hits. So that's 11 plus an additional 1 damage from the hex. That was well worth the spell slot already, I can tell.
One of two.
One of two, buddy. Yeah. With that, Durango flees slightly. Yeah, that's my turn.
Flees slightly.
Not his full flight, that's...
All right, Casimir.
I think now Casimir. God, there's so many people next to him. So he's gonna step over and turn Tins invisible with greater invisibility.
Okay, as he sort of begins to whip and whirl, Tensveta disappears.
And he doesn't have any bonus actions, so Tins will now walk in invisible. interested in what's happening here.
Everybody's just like,
Just keeps rifling through the treasure, or?
I'm tempted to.
you bitch.
Listen, he's at 3 hit points. No. I think he has to help because he's not a complete and total shitbag. I'm invisible. Can it see me? Do I have advantage or no?
Doesn't have true sight. Yeah, go for it.
Sweet. Okay. A little bit more reasonable. Sneak attack damage, so that's 13. Woo! 13 plus 16. From that, and then booming blade, we get another d8 in there. Another 5, so that's what, 18 plus 16. Oh, math is hard. 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 24, so 34 points of radiant and thunder damage. And then, does he have anything interesting for a bonus action now? No, he's invisible. You know what? Yeah, he's gonna start humming his favorite tune and Blade Song.
Okay. Yep. So with that, the stone golem again, the sun sword just cuts and shears through that amber as if it's not even there. Chunks of it just begin to fall and crack as you suddenly appear back from being, out of
greater.
nowhere. Yep.
It's greater. I do not come back from greater.
Even after an attack. Oh,
That's why greater is busted.
Hold on. All right. Okay. So yeah, you guys just see chunks of the golem begin to fly off. It's as if he's falling apart on his own at rapid speed. Ash.
One strike with the sword. Maybe one strike with the sword. This is not going the way I want it to.
Yeah, 16 doesn't hit. Just the golem's just too fast. As you take a swing suddenly, it just moves too quickly out of your for such a large entity. It just suddenly shifts.
Wow. And that's the end of my turn.
Cole.
Get him. And is my guardian affected by it at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I failed it. That's right. I rolled a fucking 1. So that's just one attack. That wouldn't multi-attack wouldn't work. Okay. Well, there we go.
Ooh, buddy.
Is that your third one tonight?
Yeah.
Well, that's my second nat. Well, yeah, that is my third.
Your third nat 1.
Change the color. Change the color. Just
Last
change the
Thursday
color.
is just carrying over, man.
Man. Okay. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, you can see, yeah, just a slow fist coming as the stone golem just continues to maneuver.
And just watching it invisible, like, what the fuck?
I feel like this is Dave
And
Bautista's character from Guardian of the Galaxy. Nobody can see me.
yeah, that's it. Bonus action. That's all I got.
All right. I'm sorry. You guys can repeat your wisdom saving throws, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
please.
And Tensveta, you can make another one,
Why am I making one?
or you can make one. Why? It's an area of effect around the golem. It's not.
Is it constant or is it an action to do it?
It's an action to do it, but he's doing it again.
Did he? Okay.
I saved. Has a
17.
21.
I mean, it's not an action; it's like an effect that the golem has.
And
19.
Well, 19 saves, anyways.
the golem does not save, but I got a 21. So
All
I
right.
saved.
So you were no longer slowed.
17.
You were no longer slowed.
Word.
You have your aura, right? Is everybody still getting your aura?
Oh Jesus, I don't know how to play this character again anymore. Yeah, aura protection. Whenever a friendly creature within 10 feet makes a saving throw, gains a bonus equal to my charisma modifier. So you're getting +3 if you're within 10 feet of me.
So the shield guardian.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter for him. It's still a 5.
All right. So for the shield guardian, that is a 21.
Yeah.
I'll do it. To be fair, the aura would have protected none of us.
None
For
of us.
21
The first
points
one.
of damage.
Can I hold on? I've got. Now that I'm looking at that, whenever a creature you can see attacks a creature other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Still hits. Okay.
And he's got one more.
Yeah, that's
It's
gonna
20.
hit. Yeah. Jesus.
23 points of damage.
Yeah, so 45 total.
Yeah, as the you can see like bits of that armor are beginning to crack and break on the shield guardian, as well as the two of them continue to fight. Both looking rough at this point.
I did notice though at the beginning of his turn, I might have to skip this, but he does get 10 hit points at the start of its turn if he gets at least. So,
Mm-hmm.
will you honor that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just add 10.
Yep.
And Durango.
Yeah, from the doorway, watching the conflict, Durango continues the fight music, and whenever he gets a chance, he just lets off a couple of blasts whenever there's an opening. It's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
For 10 plus 4 damage, so 14 altogether. Second blast is a so close 26 to hit. For 11 plus 6, 17
Nice.
altogether.
What does it look like when Durango destroys this stone golem with his Eldritch Blast?
It kind of finds like the greenish energy finds a weak spot in the stone construction, kind of slips into the crack. Briefly, it glows from the inside as the light floods from other such openings in the stonework, and it explodes.
Bits of it just suddenly shatter across the room, showering every amber. It just melds with the treasure and everything else. It just kind of cracks and breaks and explodes. And as the dust and debris suddenly settles down, you all find yourselves, the shield guardian, starting to repair bits of it. You can see like pieces kind of go moving back into place slowly as it's starting to put itself to get back together, but still looking pretty rough.
Why would you touch the treasure in the evil temple?
A disembodied voice just says, I just want to know things. I'm curious. I don't know what to tell you.
Ash lashes out and tries to punch at the spot where he hears the voice because he's freaked out.
It's like 20 feet away.
Yeah, I just looked at the map again, like shit. He still does it.
Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Don't do it with a short sword. Gah.
I don't have my unarmed. Oh, 10.
I think a 10 misses.
By a long shot, because I'm still humming. He just kind of goes, well, now that we know it's gone, Casimir, could you drop the thing, please? Could you let me just...
Oh, yes, of course. And he just sort of does a few gestures with his hands, and the suddenly Tensveta appears.
There's like blood pouring down the backside of his head.
Why, Mr. Lieutenant, this was a most wise decision on your part to hide while this enemy was dispatched by the great Durango Fortescue.
Oh, it was a brilliant idea to turn me invisible, Casimir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, come over here, Elf. And,
Got a little goose egg on the back of your noggin there, friend.
Honey on
Yeah.
the back of my neck.
how many points are you down?
I am at 3 hit points out of 43.
You bitch. Okay. I go over and sort of like look at the back of his head and put my hands together and sort of I hate this spot and kind of grab on where it's bleeding and I'm gonna lay on hands. Hey, shut up! Hey, and you start to the pain starts to radiate into like a relatively as pleasant as Barovia gets warmth, and I'm gonna lay on hands you for 25.
Hey, I'll take it. Thanks.
While the healing's going on, Durango makes some vaguely sympathetic noises in their direction as he goes back to investigating the treasure.
So the pile that you were looking at, Durango, is overflowing with, as you pick up the coins, they are all silver. It's going to take some time if you want to count it all and kind of dig through it, but I imagine that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, at least digging through it.
So the pile that you were in front of...
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm having to go in position in the middle of a room and basically perpetually holding an action should anything come up.
All right. Are you each taking a pile?
Sure, I'll
Ash
take
is-
6 like I normally would.
Ash is gonna check the cracks in the wall like he was originally gonna do. And then we'll go to treasure.
So you're looking through the cracks, and your vision isn't great, but you can squeeze through just enough to see that there appears to be a room on the other side. All you can really make out with your, again, limited vision, Ash, is potentially a staircase far in the back, and a couple wooden crates on the floor. Nothing extraordinary.
I think the other room from the trapdoor is on the other side of this. If you guys are ready, Ash turns around. Oh, for fuck's sake, Scrooge McDucks.
Who?
All right, how many people are sorting through treasure, and are you at your corresponding piles?
I
Yes,
would be at
definitely.
6, but I cannot move.
Okay, I would. 5 is fine. 5
Okay,
looks
so
just
Tensvet is
dandy.
going to 6. You're going to 5.
Yeah.
Ash will take 1. He's eager to keep moving, but will look while he's standing there waiting for everybody to boot.
I guess Casimir is going for 4.
Sure. All right. So, Durango, your pile contains 12,000 silver
Jesus.
in total. Looks like 5 rusted suits of ringmail and 6 rusted breastplates, all pretty much worthless. A silvered rapier with a pink glass hilt, looks just decorative. A bunch of rusted great swords piled up as well, and a gilded chariot with a little statue. It looks expensive.
Well, I was like, fucking hook that up to the Guardian. Let's go.
We now we're hauling this stuff out now. Let's go.
Yeah, Durango definitely like conceals that chariot as soon as he finds it.
Okay. We will go to Tensveta in pile 6. You go to pick up the coins, and they look gold at first. And then as you pick them up, you realize the weight's not right, and you can tell you scrape off a bit of the paint, and they are all wood. All wooden coins. Painted gold. Mixed in with that, in these large iron pots, you find about 15,000 copper. That obsidian scepter that you were holding, which still looks very expensive.
Oh, I'm taking that now. That's
A
mine.
bunch of rusted helmets, 11 rusted helmets, and then about 15 of these thin leather-bound tomes, all signed copies of a storybook called Snow Dwarf and the Seven Whites by Nicked Rackmay.
I'm taking the book. Taking one of them.
Well, there's 15 of them.
I don't need
Just
all
one
of
of
them. I just want one. And I want that scepter, so I'm putting those in my inventory.
The scepter's worth about 2,500 gold pieces. You can mark that down. The chariot's worth 750.
Spicy.
How much was the scepter?
2,500.
Can't wait to have a bunch of
Just
gold
because
that we
you're
can't
putting it in there, I don't feel like adding it.
do anything with it.
Let's see, we'll go to Ash next. At pile 1, right?
1.
All right, so pile 1, you find about another 17,500 copper altogether, kind of piled up. 30, a bag of gemstones, you count them out, there's 30, each one worth 50 gold pieces. So you can do a bag of gems worth
600?
30 times 50.
Oh, I don't got my note taken care of. What kind of player am I?
600.
3 rusted suits of plate armor, 9 rusted shields, and a child-sized sarcophagus made of black wood and inlaid with gold, worth 250 gold pieces.
Let's take this coffin to the coffin maker.
Which
I think
pile
you're missing
was
a decimal place on that bag of gems. How much
yeah,
did
I
you say it
thought
was?
so too. Yeah, 50 times 30. I feel like it's
Yeah,
more than 600, right?
that'd be like in the thousands.
But yeah,
not
no, you're
hundreds.
right. You're right. Listen, brains are hard to work with. Okay,
Dude, intelligence is a dump stat even in real life. Don't worry about it.
okay, I'm
50
glad we all
gold
recognize
piece
this.
times 30. 1,500.
Casimir was which pile?
4.
A pile of iron ingots weighing 2,500 pounds, worth
God.
about 250 gold pieces each. He's just can barely even lift one of them.
Yep.
A bunch of holy symbols scattered in the pile. Various gods.
I want you to list them all off in order from alphabetically from the top to bottom.
From order of alignment, from good to chaotic.
Good to chaotic, evil, and then I want them all alphabetical in their own individual alignments.
I'll get
If
that to
domains could be sorted in there too, I'd appreciate that.
you. A set of 12 copper chalices with silver filigree worth 25 gold pieces each. A gilded skull with red garnets in its eyes worth 250 gold pieces, and 8 war hammers and 6 war picks.
Does everybody want to? How many cups were there? How many of those
12.
copper cups? 12.
12.
Everybody want to have our own copper cups now to take with us to bars?
Oh, absolutely.
So Fortescue's finest right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is your offer to turn down, Mr. Dent. Yes, I will accept.
All right, which pile were you at, Cole?
Number 5.
5, all right. 9,000 silver. 6 crystal balls worth 20 gold pieces each. A bronze crown with tiny gem-eyed dragons for spires worth 750 gold pieces. A life-sized wooden pony.
A life-sized wooden pony. We're taking that.
Good luck. And 6 marble vases worth 100 gold pieces each, but each weighing about 100 pounds.
Let's see. Is there a way that we can get this
So, what was the description on the crown? I want to make sure it's.
It was a bronze crown with tiny gem-eyed dragons for spires.
Cole immediately puts that on his head.
Dangerous.
Make a charisma save. You look great.
Oh, I knew it.
Is the horse hollow?
Has it ever been through a city wall in Greece?
And that was 9,000
No.
silver, so 900
Is-
gold.
It's a
With-
solid wood horse.
Ooh, that's gonna take some time, boyos.
I'm not
I could
concerned
tr-
about the horse. I
I
figure,
want the horse.
we just gotta sort of pack up what we can, and unless we have the golem carry the horse. What are we
Have
gonna
the
do with the
gol-
horse?
I want the horse. I don't understand why there's a question on why we would want a
So
solid
you're gonna
wooden horse.
You're gonna have Sir Golem carry a horse around with him? Just
Yes, I'll work on
No.
it I'll work on it on the road. I can
work
make it
on it for
lighter
what?
because I have fun ideas. I have an affinity for wood. How do you not understand that this is my dream? I've always wanted a horse of my own. I could literally have a wooden horse of my own.
Do you think you're responsible enough to take care of a horse of your own?
I don't have to feed it.
So while these guys are arguing about the wooden horse, Durango's gone straight to the remaining pile.
Yep. And just because it's you, the pile has 6,600 electrum.
Oh God!
Good lord.
$2 bills, just a pile of $2 bills.
And to make it worse, stamped with the profiled visage of Strahd.
Strahd bucks. I found his pile of Strahd bucks.
Amidst
Get your crypto.
75 empty bottles, a trunk filled with 6 fine dresses and gowns worth 25 gold pieces each, 10 pieces of jewelry worth 250 gold pieces each, and another 500 gold pieces at the bottom of this like rotted wooden chest. 8 painted ceramic statues of saints worth 250 gold pieces each, weighing about 50 pounds each.
Come on, I'll varnish it, please. Every
Mate,
day, I will make sure it's taken care of.
It's not about taking care of it, mate. Until you figure out what you're gonna do with it, the golem's gotta carry it around.
I have ideas. It has nothing to do with, like, okay, hold on.
How long will it
So-
take you to use your ideas?
Not long. Not long at all, actually. All I have to do is study a little bit more on my runes and my marbles, and I could literally make it just levitate. Haven't you ever wanted to fly on a horse? I have wanted to fly on a horse. This is a cheap way to make a flying
Mate,
horse.
I've never once thought about flying on a horse.
You haven't thought of that?
Not once.
You had a very sad childhood then.
Mate, I think we come from very different worlds.
Well, you're not wrong, but that's beside the point.
Look, he's not gonna carry around the horse forever.
What if I
So you
just
make it
strap
quick.
to... Can I just strap it to his back? That way
DM,
his
is this
arms
gonna
are free.
is this gonna unpack a fighting ability, him carrying around this massive horse?
Absolutely.
Mate, we're not carrying around a horse.
Can we at
How,
least...
did you? I feel like you estimated the weight, Chuck.
I did not. I think you told me, but I didn't. You just said it's a solid life-size wooden horse, pony,
Right.
specifically.
Yeah, I did not. I did not do an estimation. It actually didn't give me the weight of the
So-
life-sized wooden pony.
If it is actually life-size and it is carved and it is a pony, we got to think about this for a second, right? So it's probably about roughly 8 foot from the edge of the tail to the nose, right? 8 foot of wood, even if it's just in a log, is already not the lightest thing in the world.
So are you talking 8 feet including tail or to the base up? So we're talking about a pony here, not a horse, right?
Yes.
Right.
So like I'm not even. I'm thinking most
So
of the way it's gonna
probably
be in the
probably
body.
22 by 90 by 82. I'm looking at a one that's for sale right now.
Okay.
We're searching eBay. Like-
Time to
We're
confuse the hell out of Google Analytics.
Yeah.
Because Chuck wants
I want
to
this
have the
wooden
wood
pony.
horse.
Yes.
So this particular one is 113 pounds, but I feel like that's very generous because that's probably hollow. So I'm
Is
gonna
it?
say it's.
Are you
I'm gonna
sure?
say it's 250 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna
Two-
say it's at least a couple 100 pounds.
Yeah, I would say it's at least 200 pounds minimum.
Mate, the horse is staying here.
Can we not take it out of the temple? It's a beautiful piece. Look at the
Mr.
wood. Look
Tenz.
at the grain. It has been sanded so beautifully.
Mr. Tenz, please, is the point of a horse not to carry things for you? Not what point
will
is there
ca-
in carrying a horse?
It will carry me eventually.
Mate, if you want to ride around on a horse, let me know. I'll just call a fucking horse.
No, I want the wooden one.
Mate, it just is frustrated and just leaves. Like, I don't even know how to have this conversation with him.
Yeah, Ash has stepped out of the room as well.
Durango
got everything,
follows
we've-
Cole, jingling with every step.
Packed up everything. We're good. By the way, who do I owe money for that armor when we get back?
Oh, the town armor.
I think it was me, but it's fine.
We'll figure it out later.
I've already told you it's fine. I told you not to worry about it.
Do you fear a disagreement with the smith, Mr. Sir Cole? Should I have another discussion with him?
No, Durango, it's... You know, we appreciate craftsmen, right? We gotta get, compensated appropriately for their work. I think what we've paid is fine.
And stares at the wooden pony. Last one out of the room.
So we're going down to the other set of doors.
Yeah, we might as well see
Cross
if
them
there's
in.
anything else of use.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I think to save time, DM, you can probably just move us to the. Unless there's anything we're gonna encounter along the way.
Are we going here? Or are we going upstairs and going into
Oh.
the room to the secret room?
I figured we had cleared the floor first, right?
Oh,
Yes, because we're completionists at -2 charisma.
I didn't realize there was doors over here. My bad.
I pointed at them. Gah! Ah!
I was too distracted by you fangirling over the wooden horse.
Okay, I was not. Tens was.
Sure.
I'll varnish it every day.
So the second set of doors, very similar to the ones up north, covered in amber. These do again have a some sort of locking mechanism to them. And your initial check that I know you're going to do, the doors themselves are locked. So,
Can I see if it's trapped?
sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And generally, at all times, if I can, I'm gonna have the golem about 10 feet back from me, just following me around.
24 on the investigation check.
24. So they don't appear to be trapped in any way, but you do notice that there are a significant number of like arcane runes and stuff through the amber that are sealed on the door, like behind you. From what you can make out, go ahead and give me an Arcana check as well.
16.
The 16. It's difficult to make out the language, although you can see, clearly there's bits for an arcane lock, as well as something necrotic.
The runes are a language?
Correct.
Okay. Then Durango can read it.
Yeah, it's again. So between the two of you, I would tell you that it's, looking at the language, it's we'll just call it Draconic, or it's sort of an older, almost Draconic mixed with Gnomish, but the runes themselves are magical in nature, the type you would use to cast spells. And again, all you can really make out is that it's, again, the arcane lock spell that seems to be locking the majority of the doors, and something that infers necrotic.
Okay, I am uncomfortable touching this one at the moment. He turns and looks Durango in the face as he's kind of like fiddling with the locks. You think you could do your funny little get rid of the fire thing?
My friend, the great Durango Fortescue does many things. He does great acts, feats, but little things are not. This is not me. As he's saying this, he gives Cole a very subtle tap on the shoulder and kind of takes a big step back from the door.
Cole slowly follows suit. Yeah, this door is sort of give me spooks, not gonna lie.
The necro stuff makes me uncomfortable in particular.
Well, you know what can't die? Golem!
I don't like that I've been replaced by a mechanical beast.
Listen, mate, it was always gonna happen.
Durango just kind of appears beside Tens and gives him a slow, sympathetic series of pats on the shoulder, much like he's done to like the shopkeep that is making the dress or anybody else that he swindled.
I am so tempted. I am so tempted now. Thank you for giving me that one, Ben. Nope. Can't. I'm not gonna do that.
All right, yeah. So the golem goes to work again. The temple rumbles as this golem smashes its fists against this door. Everybody's where they are, right?
Yep.
Yep. Good. So as the golem begins to finally crack, the door lets off this sickly purple light that just cascades outward. So it would be a 30-foot cube.
Fuck. I'm like, get out of the blast area of the door. It'll be all right.
I didn't expect a cube. A
Not
cone,
cube.
maybe?
Yeah, it's not a, yeah, no, it's a cube. But I think that's a 30-foot circle. Yeah, no, hold on.
Is it centered on the space?
Nope, it's just north of the 30-foot cube, north of the door. That's what it says.
Oh, God.
I miss.
So I'm gonna say Durango and Cole.
About right.
And the golem.
Question: would the golem have healed? It's like every turn you would heal 10 points. So.
Yeah, every 6 seconds. So yeah, in all that time it took to heal to dig through the treasure. Yes.
Okay.
Takes there's no saving throw. So you all take it's just 16 points of necrotic damage.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine.
Really,
yeah,
really low on 4d10.
It really is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately so. Just a little shy of average.
And as the doors slam down on the floor beyond, you can see that the golem begin to chunks of it just kind of like wither and rust suddenly before it starts to heal itself again.
I cough up a little bit of blood.
Durango does his best to maintain his composure, but does the same.
He leans over to Durango after that goes through and he says, "You know, I can teleport people anywhere I want to. Right now, I really considered putting you in between the fist and the door for being so condescendingly kind."
Durango leans in with an exaggerated smile. "Well, Mr. Tens, you will find that it is like the tale says. Some days you are the fist, And some days you are the door, yes?
Dins doesn't say anything. It just moves in.
Well, did it actually open the door?
Yeah, he opened the door up.
Oh, I thought we just got blasted with Necro.
You did.
Yeah, 16 points.
Yeah, like Zoidberg would say, why not both, you know?
Yeah.
Volcano Los Dos.
Oh, this place looks pleasant.
Love it.
As you enter, you smell the horrid perfume of the ancient dead. Stone niches along the walls of these catacombs hold human-shaped amber husks, bones, and tattered shrouds. In these alcoves, tall iron candlesticks suddenly light as you enter the room, casting flickering light upon the walls and causing the shattered amber to glitter.
You guys give me a few moments. I could see what's magical and what's not.
Yeah. Let's do that before we, get purple lighted again.
Yep.
He pulls out the marbles and kind of like lets them spin around in his palms for a moment as he goes to ritual cast detect magic.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Cole is just sort of sniffing around the air, kind of taking sort of the dusty yet weirdly acrid smell, and I'm gonna use Divine Sense.
Above table, did anybody take that silvered sword from the treasure pile? Whoever.
It was decorative.
Oh.
I mean, it's a rapier, but yeah. But silver. I do need one of you, Ash. I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it. Okay. Wisdom saving throw. 14.
As those candles light, the sudden flickering and the fire, your eyes are drawn to them. And with a sense of dread, you back out of the room.
You get +3 from being next to Cole, though, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
This isn't like it's not a saving throw.
That was
It's not a saving throw. It's any.
It's not like he's not.
Yeah.
Hold
But it's for something
on.
It's not an
It's a
effect.
It's a mental.
No,
It's a
it
mental
is,
issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is a saving throw either way. Yeah.
I didn't realize somebody lit the candles. You bitches.
So yeah, you all watch as suddenly Ash just backs out of the room, just not willing to go any closer.
Can I inside check? That's a little weird. He's usually not one to back out of a room like that. Especially after we haven't done anything.
Yeah, of course.
$22.
Ash, do you want to make a deception
Yep.
or yeah?
22.
I mean, tie goes to the runner, but I don't know who the runner is in this.
I don't know who the
instance.
runner is in this either. Reroll? Rollies?
I don't know. Let me hear.
Just
Let
do
me
a
hear
D20?
the.
Yeah.
No, sure.
Just a straight D20 then roll?
All right.
Eat my shit.
JD, do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
Go for it.
Yeah, as soon as whoever, you notice that Ash still has his torch, but is definitely like, it's not holding it at a comfortable position. It's definitely like off to the side. And then when he was looking around, whoever lit the candles, it caught him off guard, and he saw the candles, and that was decided he was just going to leave the room. Oh, a little wide-eyed.
And just sort of staring at the candles.
Yeah.
Since when does fire spook you, Ash?
It doesn't. You're sitting there spinning your marbles. Figure I'd wait for everybody else to get bit before I did.
Cole's just gonna look back and The candles out.
Immediately
Durango.
light back up.
Durango thinks back to images from Ash's mind when he was reading his thoughts, his house burning down, losing his family, all that, and you know, just kind of assumes and gives him a knowing nod.
Ash just gives him a thumbs up. Very uncomfortable.
I've already
Yeah,
used my
so the
detect
divine
dots today.
sense doesn't reveal anything.
Okay.
Detect magic. The candles and the candlesticks are magical.
Coffee.
Nothing else.
Are they just the evocation for the continual flame, or is it something else?
Essentially, yeah, with a trigger for a heartbeat, if you will.
Interesting.
Rather
Ash
than
is just-
extinguish them. Sorry?
I was gonna say Ash is now standing next to the golem, just patting it. You talk a lot less than the other ones. I kind of like you.
Rather than extinguish the flames, Durango's going to just try to lower them as much as he can with is it thaumaturgy that does that? Or is that prestidigitation?
Well, yeah, you can completely snuff out prestidigitation, but you can lower the light with thaumaturgy.
Yeah, just try and
So the light
try and-
dims a little bit. Yeah.
Nah. Ash is still standing back there. Doesn't seem to do anything for you.
Cole gets a whisper in the back of his head as Tens telepathically says, I think there's a little bit more than just a natural fear of fire on that one. He was genuinely afraid whenever the light lit. Maybe have the golem bring him in?
Yeah, Cole just sort of gives Tens a nod. And, oh yeah, he understands spoken language. I have to say it out loud. Oh, what's that?
And then he says, if he fights it, do you have anything that could possibly... Let me think on that. Let me think on that one.
Yeah,
There's a
I don't
lot
have
there.
like any calm emotions. I have a charm person.
You too, huh?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, Cole just he sort of walks up to Ash and hey mate, it's not a great idea to be in here alone, yeah. Come on.
Oh, I got this guy.
Yeah, but come on, mate. Let's go.
Well, we can't see what's coming up behind us. We've been continually attacked in this temple. It proves that somebody needs to pay attention because you guys get distracted real easy by shiny things.
Yeah. Which is why we need someone that's a bit more reasonable, yeah? Yeah. You can't leave us alone for 5 minutes. We're gonna touch something and kill ourselves, you know that.
DM, how do you want to play this? Ash would try.
Make one more wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, that wasn't a disadvantage though. But it was 8.
Yeah, as you even now the torch in your hand, you just kind of drop it, and as Cole starts to you toss it into the room, you're not setting foot in that room. You're essentially under the effect of fear.
Take the torch. You can see any of the stuff yourself. Yell if you do something stupid.
Yeah. Would a charm person override the fear?
I have a wild idea.
What a charm person over at the. I don't know if you can be under 2 different charms. I guess it would. I guess I would make you roll for it.
Is the frightened considered a charm effect, or is it the frightened?
It's
effect?
yeah. I mean, I guess I would go frightened. It's not a charm effect. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be frightened and charmed at the same time, and it doesn't. And it doesn't. Yeah, frightened will not let you move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I don't even have. All right, mate. You're not staying here alone. And I position the golem directly behind him, and Cole is just gonna grab him.
You're going to grab me? Moi?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Mate, you see how this shakes out. I don't take no for an answer. So, come on.
Ash will attempt to slip the grapple.
And I rolled a natural 1 on a strength check.
I think your 4th one tonight, 5th one.
Yeah.
Like, are we
Yeah.
keeping track here?
That's 4th.
Yeah. No, he just backs. He quickly like ducks under you attempting to grab him, and
The golem is going to attempt to grab him as he slips out from me.
okay.
Okay. That's a 14 versus an 8.
Yeah. So as you back away from Cole, you slip out from him. The golem suddenly reaches down and wraps its arms around you.
Have
You're
it
muted. Oh,
put
never mind.
me
There you go.
down.
I'm not doing that, mate. Come on, Sir Golem. And walk back into everybody else.
I can still make attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am just gonna start hammering this golem with my short sword until we get about within 10 feet of those candles.
Did I use the stored value to convince Ash that not being on fire isn't all that it's cracked up to be? Like, it's not worth that much.
Distort the value of fire.
I am
Of
going
not
Of
being
life.
on fire.
I'm going to cast Silent Image on the golem and make it look like there are flames starting to pour out of its crevices.
At that point, Ash screams, and everybody in a 15-foot cone, a 60-foot cone in front of me is hit with a cone of cold as cold and ice just burst
This is
out
gonna
of my
kill me.
mouth.
This is gonna fucking kill me.
Wait, hold on.
I need Cole. I need
Tens, you're in 10 feet with me.
Casimir,
Can Casimir,
Durango.
can Casimir counterspell it? Is my question.
Does he have it prepared?
Yes, he does. Oh. On his sheet, it is prepared.
Yeah, it's a reaction. Yeah.
I would, just for the sake, because I kind of want to see this go down, would at this point this be an ability spell though for what it is, or would it just be straight? Would it be considered the spell?
You guys are really sticking it to me with these rules tonight, huh? Hold on.
I don't like to be that guy, but right now
Dark
I want
Gift
to be
allows
that
its
guy.
beneficiary to cast the Cone of Cold spell as
Get
an
that
action.
shit out of here.
Yep.
You ain't killing tents tonight. Fuck you. Because it would almost kill Casimir. He has Cone of Cold as a 5th level spell. He would recognize the beginnings of it.
Yeah, you watch as this sort of blue, just his eyes turn icy blue as he just starts to cast the words and chant, holding his hands out, recognizing it quickly. Casimir panics and counterspells it.
Tens will. Let me see.
I don't quite know what's happening here, but
The flames.
your friend is very serious about not coming close to this room. Why would you be doing this to him?
The flames are going to get more intense and really kind of engulf the rest of that.
Why are you cooking him?
It doesn't do anything. It's a
I
silent
know,
image. It just
but
looks
why?
like fire.
We're trying to get him to come with us, not be terrified.
Well, he's
We're trying
stuck
to do the
between the golem and us at this point. So,
At that point, another cone of cold that comes out.
You fucking kidding me? How many times
Really?
a day can you fucking do
Mhm.
that? Are you kidding me?
Just Ash versus Casimir, I guess. I just want. I need an initiative between the two of you. If he's, because yeah.
This is gonna happen until.
Actually,
flames
why don't
go
I just?
away.
I'm just gonna have everybody roll initiative. Hold on.
Stress
Wow.
is everything. in my
Man, you're the
brain.
one causing this.
I know.
This came to a very pointed head rather quickly.
5.
no, I
Fifth
love it.
natural one.
Sweet crap.
Right in the middle of the Amber Temple, too, boys. All right.
This is. Whew.
Durango, you better pull something out of your ass because you always
I don't
do.
think Durango has a reaction that he can do here, right? Because Durango wasn't doing anything, so I was more
No,
looking for the
he
reactions this round. We'll see what happens, but I do need Durango, Cole, Casimir, and Tensveta to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't have a chance to flee before this goes down.
I think you're within 10 feet of me. You get the +3.
It's 20.
Nice.
Come on, save. $22, and then Casimir.
Cole.
Sheet.
That's an 8.
How do I rotate my
Okay,
cone? My cone.
Middle mouse.
Natural 20 from
Oh,
Casimir.
okay. Thank you.
So 23. So the only one that failed was Cole.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
32 points of cold damage.
Yep, so 16 points for anyone that failed. As this blast of cold air again bursts out of
Here's
Ash's
my
hand.
concentration check on that silent image.
Oh, no, that's not what I want to do.
Keeps it up.
Crap, I don't know my...
All right. Well, listen. I need to know what everybody's doing.
Hold on.
I mean, you
Tins
know
is
what
gonna
Ash is
drop-
doing.
Tins is gonna drop concentration on silent image, and it'll
That's
just go
I was
away.
at like 47.
You can do that at any time for free.
Cole's just gonna... Mike, what are you doing? I guess I'll have the... He's attacking us, so I'm gonna have the golem start to... It's not even my turn.
I'm gonna hit him with suggestion.
There's a good idea.
All right.
What do I got to do for that one?
So that's a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
Love that mandolin.
So good.
3.
Why, Mr. Ash, this all seems quite uncalled for. Perhaps you could calm down, cease attacking us, and we could discuss this reasonably.
You dropped the silent image, right, Chuck?
Yep, sure did. I
So
got
it
hit
just-
by that. And you would have seen, like, Ash specifically would have seen him, like, after being hit by it, the flames still stay there, and then he just kind of and crushes the marble that was holding it in his hand as the flames just disappear. very sad looking.
Yeah, those icy blue eyes turn back to his normal deep brown.
I would say furthermore, you watch as they turn from that deep brown to pitch black as he drops his back into his regular changeling form.
That tan leathery skin just becomes gray and smooth all the way around as he suddenly his entire visage transforms into this completely different being. I guess everybody why don't
everybody but
everybody
Cole
make a
remembers
history
this.
check.
Oh yeah, it's a 9. Is that the
Did
6th
you get
natural
another
one?
nano?
Dude, reload your browser. Like, do something.
Change
Yeah.
your dice color first.
Change your face.
Okay.
Okay, so none of you are familiar with what a changeling is, which makes this all the worse.
Durango's totally unfazed by this new form that Ash is wearing.
God, do not let him go. And damn. No, I mean, that's not even not in my turn. I forget we're in initiative.
Well, depending. I mean, Ash has calmed down. So, Ash, what are you doing? Are you still trying to get out of the grip of the golem? Are you just?
Ash would still be thrashing. Let me go.
The suggestion was to stop attacking, I guess.
Tens
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, Ash.
Oh boy.
Still grappled.
Oh, never mind. I'll wait till my turn comes around again.
Well, it's up to you guys whether I'm using the turns or not. So
I guess it's up to Ash.
Ash, you'll see Ash kind of stops thrashing with the power of the suggestion and looks at Cole, and only the eyes change into like these very, very sad blue eyes, and he stares right at Cole. I don't know why you'd want to do this to me.
Mate, why would you want to do this to us?
I'm in an attempt to try to persuade him is what I'm going to try to do. Anything to make a persuasion roll.
okay, go for it.
$17 on the persuasion.
What would I roll to counter that?
Insight?
Insight.
Okay. $15.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and persuade him.
Put me down. It's all over with. No harm, no foul. You pushed me to the edge. That's how it was. Just let me go.
Alright, I don't even know what you are. And Cole steps back like 5 feet. Shield up, Spartan position, just like his eyes are locked on you, like he doesn't look at his friends. This is, strictly reserved for facing down an enemy. And but as the golem put you down, just
Ash disappears into the dark.
Before he does, can I attempt one thing? And will he be willing?
Yeah. I don't.
the question.
All right. Just depends. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do something that I've done to Cole at least once. The goal is to try and get a face step, spring step him further into the room, 30 feet away, but out of like line of sight of those candles. So like over here before he dips.
No, Ash would not be willing at this particular moment.
Alright.
Cole sort of lowers his spear and shield and stows the spear and starts patching himself up. And you see, like, there's like pieces of like blackened, frozen, frostbitten skin all around him. He's not looking great. Shards of ice sort of sticking out.
Yeah, and as all of you try to come to terms with that and everything else, Ash just sort of vanishes and disappears into the darkness of the room beyond. And that's where we'll take our first break. So, yeah, you know.
In party fighting. It's great.
But that's not
You know,
in party
yeah.
fighting. That's in party
Most-
KOing.
It was close, but you know,
If I had not saved, I would have been unconscious and dying.
if I'm not gonna say if I wasn't in Jay's position, I don't know, I probably would have done the exact same thing. It was, you know,
Oh, yeah,
it made
no.
perfect sense.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we'll see what happens. Stick around after the break. All right, so as all of you shake the ice and cold out of your bones, the temple itself is still just freezing cold to begin with. So it didn't make any situation any better. And as you try to dust the ice out of the bits of your armor and cloth and get yourselves warmed again, Ash is nowhere to be seen.
Tins just kind of looks back at the others and just goes, let me go talk to him. And he just, without stopping, goes to see if he can find him.
Make a perception check.
$14.
Ash, can you make a stealth check for me?
Is he being
Sure
stealthy, or is
can.
he just sprinting off into the darkness?
No, I'd be stealthing. I'm trying to get away from you guys. I just want to be left alone. 18.
18, yeah. So, Tens, with your passive perception, you would have heard, you saw him sort of slink away. You move a little further up into the temple itself, looking around. You don't see any sign of him. So as far as which direction he went in, you're not certain.
While Tens is out searching for him, Cole's gonna go up to Rango. See, this is why, Rango. This is why we don't do this. This is why it's just me and you. Shit like this happens. We trusted that bloke.
Cole, I'm afraid that the situation may be more complicated than it appears. Well, you saw the skin that our friend was wearing, correct?
Yeah, you look like a demon. Spitting ice. Stygian. Telling you.
Durango takes no visible offense to the demon talk. Sir Cole, I am afraid, like I said, that there is more at play here than demons or the like. Our friend Mr. Ash, he is quite a unique creature, and his life has not been ideal as a result.
Yes, he's a changeling. I you none of you are aware of that.
What's
There
a
is little
changeling?
that escapes the great Durango
You've seen
Fortescue,
us,
my friend.
a few times. He's been since I've been traveling with you. It's sort of fey creature, not unlike myself or Tensveta. He just has the ability to change his form. They're not demons or devils. I mean, at least not even as close as, if you beg my pardon, your friend Durango. Yeah.
Durango just bows slightly with a smile.
And they don't have any sort of natural affinity to ice that I'm aware of.
He's reluctant to face the flames. This I believe I understand.
His
But
ability to cast with such precision at that level and so quickly is extraordinary. I've seen him use prestidigitation a few times before, but never anything to that caliber.
Doing it more than once is taxing, yeah? It puts a lot of strain on you.
It's extremely difficult. I don't think I could do it more than once in a single day. It is a complex spell. 6 years of training.
so Durango's got a little bit of first-hand experience with this kind of situation. Is there any way that I could roll insight on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's nat 20.
Yeah, you're very familiar with borrowed power. Or dark gifts or boons, if you will.
Durango raises an eyebrow for a moment before quickly tucking it back, but says nothing.
Durango is my least favorite character.
Means I'm doing it right, bud. Thanks.
I know.
Enzveta, which direction are you headed in? What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna go up the stairs and like go back to the door and see if he left. See if there's any sign of him having left the building. And just like occasionally just going, like reaching out mentally to telepathically just be like, Ash, I'm not trying to be a jack. I just want to talk. Just as much as he can. But I think I have to see him to do so.
Okay. You go up the stairs and look around. You look in that room. It's still well lit, where you had all camped the previous night.
I mean, go to the front doors. Like,
Okay.
see if
Yeah, the front doors. It is daylight outside now still, and although overcast and gray, snow and ice are whirling around, floating off the mountain as the wind howls outside. No sign of Ash.
Then he'll come back down the stairs and go back to the 2, 3, 4 rooms that he knows are somewhat safe. He's going to check the room with the poltergeists, see if there's anybody up there.
No. Bits of furniture whirls around.
Tries to hit me.
Yeah.
And then he'll go around and he'll check these rooms out that we opened up before, and then go all the way up and into the room with the sarcophagi.
Yeah, and as you open that door, you can see sort of hunched in the dark corner next to that sarcophagi. Well, Ash, what are you doing?
You would see Ash has his hand on it, staring intently at it.
Tims won't say anything out loud, but he will telepathically do what he can to try and send him a message of, Ash, I don't know if you can hear me right now, or if you're inside there talking to whoever there
Ash,
is.
there's no, like, it doesn't do anything when you touch it again.
But just want to talk about what's going on.
If I have the power to block it, Ash isn't paying attention to you. He's focused on whatever he's trying to do.
I don't think you can not hear it. You can choose to ignore it, but you have to hear it.
Then I would choose to ignore it.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm gonna prestidigitation like a popping I can't do sounds. A harmless sensory effect. I'm gonna make a like a soft like popping sound around his head to see if I can get him to just like jolt at all if he's.
Hang on.
Nothing's happening to you, Ash. So you're not.
It's not physically happening. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nothing. But again, so nothing's happening with the.
I'm just
Look,
sitting there
obviously.
trying to will it, whether or not I'm willing something to happen, even though it's not.
This annoying popping sound just sort of like starts to occur around your head.
Would you stop?
Are you still gray?
Yeah.
Can I, with my high passive insight of 19, can I probably put together that, 2 and 2 here on this one?
Probably.
Ash, I don't know when you made your deal with them. Whoever it was inside, I can't remember what you called them. Because you gave me its name.
Elbin.
But I wanted to apologize for frightening you further. And frankly speaking, we cannot go forward without you.
No, but you certainly try.
Right, which is why I'm apologizing. I just wanted to confirm my thoughts.
And the fact that you had to have the stone thing pick me up and carry me wasn't enough.
That wasn't my idea, and it was more of a, it was ill-planned. I will admit to that.
Yeah, but it was your idea to make me think it was on fire.
Well, to be fair, it looked like it was on fire for everyone, not just you. It was never going to harm you.
Did it
It's
look
illusion.
like I cared in the moment?
No, it didn't, which is why I'm saying that it's ill-planned and why I'm apologizing.
You can take your apology and shove it up your ass. There is no need for you to go that far.
So what is your plan, then?
Well, not going near the fire would be a pretty obvious start, yeah.
Yeah, move forward with what you're trying to do with the rock here.
Same thing as you. Just trying to get answers.
What answer are you looking for? What's the question you're asking? Or are you just flailing about and screaming at people out of fear?
I don't like fire. Haven't liked fire in a long time.
Yes, but I've seen you carry a torch closer to your face in the past. What was the price?
Yeah. Wasn't any discussion of any price. Although maybe I figured it out. I can do all that wonderful cold and ice that you witnessed.
Yeah, you could have. Had I not been quicker than I am, I would have died.
Want the
Is that
honest
your
answer?
intent?
Wasn't my intent. My intent was to get away. It's no different than you trap an animal in a cage and you go in with a nice gentle hand or try poking it with a stick. What the hell do you expect to happen?
Well, I would expect it to go towards the lesser of the two evils, considering you're an intelligent being, not an animal.
Well, I was trapped in the same spot. I couldn't go any
Right, which is
particular way.
why I said that it was ill-planned. And why I'm apologizing. It wasn't very well thought out. Now then, if you want to continue to have me shove my apology up my ass, I can let you stand here literally until you freeze to death, touching a stone, and we can move on. If you want to sit here and wallow in your want of answers that you may or may not get, by all means, be my guest. But there are the things going on, and you're not getting out of here.
Honestly, I'd love to be anywhere but this temple. But,
You and me both. But we need answers that we can get answered. We have questions that we can get answered in this temple.
I think we've got a lot of answers. And
And
I
yet
think at
there's
this point,
still more questions.
yeah, there's an ancient undead dude. There's always going to be a lot of fucking questions. You're not going to get all the answers. I know that's hard for you to wrap your brain around, but sometimes there's just not answers. Sometimes shit just happens.
Actually, that's why you're wrong. There's always a reason. Very few things happen without it. Very,
Yeah.
very few. And that's on a cosmic scale. We're not dealing with a cosmic scale on this one. This is a small space with a little man who thinks that he can control the entirety of an entire nation's infinitesimal, tiny lives, to the point where, if I remember correctly, DM, I don't remember if I heard it or not. Did I hear that that one child was born with without a soul? Or was that someone else?
I think you were all there. I think it was primarily Cole, but I think you guys have discussed it. It's hard to remember. It's hard to think back that far.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it would have been well over a month ago. But he says, this little man who thinks that he can control souls of beings around this space. There's something here called the soul hunger. Are you aware of that? That's another answer. There are more answers here than there have been in the entirety of this land. And I intend to get every single one I can. And the ones that are not answered are the ones that he will have to tell me himself, or we will be able to infer. There is always an answer, whether you want to believe it or not, because even in the land of Fakuri, there are answers. So, I will say it again. If you want to sit here and ask a cold stone whatever questions you have and not get your answer out of it, you've already made your deal. It doesn't have to answer any more questions. That's why I didn't make a fucking deal. If you want to stand here and waste your time and waste away in this temple, by all means, I will help you do so. And he pulls out a torch. In fact, I can lock you in this room if you really want to go down that route. But I don't want to have to be a jerk to you. It was never intended for me to be a jerk to you. You are a friend, a close ally. And I don't get to say that to very many people. So, is this where you sever our relationship? Because if it is, I can really shove my apology up my own ass.
Ash is gonna stand up, start walking out the door, stop next to Tens, look over at him. I think you severed that friendship by yourself. And we'll walk back to stand by the golem again.
Okay. He's just gonna toss the torch off to the side. Follow him.
But you see, Cole, it's they are. It's believed they are descended from doppelgangers, although it's just, goes back many centuries. I mean, the ancestry hasn't been traced, but often ostracized. They have no culture of their own. It's quite intriguing, to be honest. Can you imagine such a
Remind me just of my old professor.
With this whole exchange, like finding Ash and the discussion and coming back, would that have taken about an hour? Yeah, Warlock, buddy.
I don't know if it would take an hour, maybe 30, maybe half an hour. Yeah.
Can't you guys just walk back a little slower or something? Like,
Oh no, Tens comes back in winter and is stone faced.
Yeah, and Ash appears again beside the golem.
Still in his true form.
Yeah. Make another wisdom save for me for the candles.
Oh, I'm not going in the room. I'm standing.
Well, I just want to
Okay.
see how close you would get to him if you needed to.
Wisdom. 18.
Yeah. So whereas before you saw those faces, your family, that house burning, you felt the heat on your skin, that terror that reminded you of that moment in your life that you just could not escape isn't there. The candles are flickering. They still look, you still don't want to enter the room, but you could if you wanted to.
as Ash appears, Durango holds a hand up and lowers it down, and shrinks the flames down in the candle like as low as they can go without extinguishing. And his own eyes begin to glow brightly enough to so I can change the appearance of his eyes with thaumaturgy. Could they actually shed light? Could they glow
Sure.
bright enough to shed light?
Sure.
Yeah. Gives them some
Not
lighting.
like a lot. I'll give you 5 feet.
It's better than nothing.
Ash is finish the searching of the room. But Durango, you'll notice he kind of gives you a subtle nod, like it's a kind of silent thank you of understanding what you're doing.
Tens doesn't say a word. He just walks past everybody and around the corner, starts looking around corners.
If this can't be helped, then Cole's only gonna have 5 feet of light as well, because he can't light his torch.
Durango just leans over to Cole, puts an arm around him, and starts to guide him. And in the dark, he's got a nasty smile on.
Tens will notice that he's having a hard time and will pull the sun sword out, which gives some light. Specifically, does 15-foot radius of it gives 30 foot, 15 and 15.
Ash still doesn't come into the room.
He's not doing it for Ash.
Well, if that is done, do we continue?
I suppose we do. Just look down the hole, down at Ash, and disappear around the corner. I guess that had to be next to Rango.
As you search through, skeletal remains fill these niches, these niches in the walls. The amber husks that surrounded them are all smashed. There's nothing but broken bone and shattered amber.
Do they look like the horn any sort of like a ornamental?
No, this room actually, it looks like everything in this room as you enter the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
The niches are the I don't know how you want to say that.
It's niche.
The niches are empty. dust, a thick layer of dust. Dust coats the.
Is there anything interesting on the backside of this pillar? You're in the center.
Nothing.
Nothing. A waste of time.
Yeah, as they're walking through here, Durango's quietly describing to Cole everything they're seeing.
He can see now. I have the sun sword out.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah, it's either it was never filled or one of us here wasn't here long. Yeah, I guess at this point I'm following tens. Sorry, Rango. You know how it is. Ain't got the eyes of yours.
My friend, I take no offense.
Just filled all the way around, huh?
Similar, yeah. And the candles just continue to ignite as you walk past. The Western Catacomb is very similar to the rest. Shattered skeletons, broken bones, and dust. Nothing else.
A door with such defenses, unusual to be guarding bones and not riches.
Was there anything in particular that's interesting about these bones? Like, you said that they're, like, covered in amber, right? Or did I miss
Make an investigation check.
it? 11.
Yeah, realistically, you don't notice anything odd about them. Most of them have been shattered, like something came in and broke them, but there's no
Is there anything interesting about this center pillar in this room? Like, having gone all the way around it?
No, the only thing I'll give you with an 11 is it really looks like it's been like these figures had been preserved at one point. However, somebody's already come through and essentially shattered and looted whatever was ever here.
Does it look? Is there something in particular that it looks like they may have been shattered with? And like, is there a point of impact, like it would have been a hammer, or does it look like something?
Nothing you can tell. Yeah, it's the amber just kind of breaks. It doesn't. It's hard to discern like what would have caused it, and it looks like it's very old.
Is it the entirety of the amber? Is it just like centralized to like the head, or is it like centralized,
No,
or is it just
it's
rage?
Kind of depending on the skeleton. It's kind of all over the place. Yeah. But the corpses then that were encased in them had been, no longer protected, just rotted away underneath.
Okay. Tinge just quietly leaves the crypt and brushes past, like going on the opposite side of the golem from Ash, and just says, "Suppose we should go upstairs then."
Huh. It's like I've been saying that all along.
Yeah, as Cole walks by Ash, he just like no words, just a mean mug and continues on.
Ash smiles and waves.
Yeah, Durango claps him on the shoulder with a knowing smile on his way by.
Again, you get that kind of silent nod and appreciation.
Time to go upstairs.
Yep. Yeah, and Cole's noticeably during this period, like, pretty awkwardly silent, just only talking about what he needs to, just straight to business.
Yeah, Tens is cold-shouldered across the board.
Yeah.
Nobody gets kindness anymore.
Got a little bit of kindness.
The awkward silence broken by the of the golem as it slams up the stairs.
And we're going up to where the secret door was. The secret stairway was up here.
I'm gonna have the golem follow me basically up until, basically leave him in the room the other golem was in that we fought. And, I might just stay here. I'll be back.
Maybe Zoop. There's the Zoop. That's all I wanted.
Gotta get the Zoop right.
Give me the Zoop!
That's some good soup.
The Zoopa Discata.
Honestly, it's the only thing worth anything on the menu.
So in this one again, this bare stone room, it looks like a foyer, whatever shrine had been there, similar to the one on the other side, had long since been crushed. You see the remnants, the candlesticks and everything knocked over.
Did we see a secret door in this portion too, or am I crazy? On those sides, I can't remember.
I think it was just.
Or was it just this one?
Just
I can't
that one.
remember. That's one.
It was just that one, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I opened all the ones that you guys found already. So
okay, well then down the stairs we go. Tends just lead the way with the sun sword out, so that way Skull can see.
back down here. Oh, no golem.
No, wait.
I can call him from whenever, by the way. I could just. As long as he's on the same plane as me, I'm pretty sure I can call him. Call him the golem.
No. Bad.
I mean, could be. It's up to you.
Sir, call him the golem. Alright, onward and inward.
Yep.
Hey, look. More fucking sarcophagus. Sarcophagi.
So the stairs descend to this collapsed hallway. The high ceiling, amber glazed walls. Rubble covers most of the floor, and a path through the rubble leads to an open doorway. Emanating from it, and immediately as you start to step down the stairs, similar to that other catacomb you just left, this deathly stench just emanating from beyond the door.
Tinda's gonna slap the north one.
Yeah, Cole's go to the south.
As you all enter the room, the amber glazed walls and floor, dark green marble, similar to the other amber sarcophagi rooms. Three of them stand in their alcoves. But as you enter, two feral-looking humanoids with ghastly gray skin, not unlike your friend, stare at you. Hungrily. 3 eyes. 2 normal, and a third lidless eye blinded by cataracts. And as you look around now, as these creatures turn towards you, you start to see these glowing, these sort of yellowy eyes all around the room as they start climbing down the walls. We're going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, good. 12 hit points. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Ooh, not a great initiative roll.
I didn't roll initiative yet, but it says I got a 10.
Do you need me to reset it?
Yeah, I didn't roll yet.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Until... Double lash.
Are there 2 ashes?
Yeah.
Cool. What'd you roll, Ash?
I got the 9. So the 9 one is the correct one.
Okay. All right. So with that, one of the creatures rushes down the wall, directly above you, Durango. It lurches itself off of the wall, directly at you. Large claws and teeth gnashing. The first one is going to be a 10.
That misses, yeah.
Beautiful. The second one with the claws is going to be a 20.
I'm gonna use a luck point for a reroll.
On that attack?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
That misses.
11 misses, yeah. So as it lurches off the wall, these teeth and claws bearing out at you, it starts to, as it lands, it slips on a bit of rubble, still on the floor, and just those claws just barely, you can see them just barely skim across your face as you back away just in time. Now, that being said, Durango, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's 20.
20. Yeah, as the creature gets down, that smell just becomes even worse. That rotten flesh stink just reaches into your nostrils. You manage to just barely push aside your desire to vomit as it lands in front of you. But it's your turn.
This one's directly in front of me. Short on options. I guess I will disengage and heroically withdraw.
Okay. Tens. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
+3 from our friend next to me is a 12.
12. So same thing. The smell just awful, permeating your nostrils. You manage to push it, you swallow your own desire to vomit from it as you take the action. But go ahead, take your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Am I within reach of anybody? I can't. If there's somebody here, I can't see them.
There's nobody there. The only one is they're like climbing down the wall, so he's here. But no, there isn't one there.
Okay. If that's the case, we will
Rock you.
back up. Completely out of the room and shoot the one here with the hand crossbow. Oh, come on. Just let me roll the attack, please. It says that I have no designated ammo. I have the ammo, and I know. Let's see.
Got
So
it?
that is a 3 plus 6. 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see. 1d6 plus dex. 6 points of piercing damage, and then he will bonus action help Cole as he just like coldly steps around the room. He doesn't even look in Ash's direction before he turns, puts his hand puts the crossbow like just past his shoulder and fires in that direction before saying, Cole, Be ready for the one behind you. That's his turn. Casimir has different plans. I have no idea what to have Casimir do. I guess we're just gonna have him firebolt the dude directly here. $10?
Which one was it? The one right in front of him?
This
10
one.
misses.
Okay. And then he will also kind of like step back out of the way. That's his turn.
Yeah, you can see he reaches out his hand and attempts to firebolt as the thing's climbing down the walls, but it lights up the entire room. Ash. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Important question here. Does Cole consider Ash an ally in this moment?
Shit, I know the right answer and the answer that I want to say. It's not an ally, it's a friendly creature. So if you're not actively hostile to Cole and you've been in the party with him, in a defense situation, I think he would be considering you... He doesn't think that you're going to be attacking him.
Fair enough. What kind of saving throw was it, Con?
Wisdom.
Oh. $11 plus
So plus
3 is
three.
14.
Okay, you're good.
Are there torches in this room? Is that what we're doing right now?
No, there's a firebolt that came right over your shoulder.
Oh, that's right. Shit.
All right. You need to make a Constitution saving throw for me, though, Ryan.
Okay. Eight.
You are poisoned as the smell of rot and decay from the room just fills your lungs. You lurch forward, vomit spewing out uncontrollably from your mouth.
Oh God. Okay.
But you know, you can still do your thing.
You just poisoned, so you have disadvantage on all attacks and checks.
So straight roll because you got the help action. But yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it's my turn now. Okay. Yep. So. Yeah, I'm going to start like wiping the green and the nastiness from my face, and yeah, it's gonna. You know what? Yeah, no, I'll attack him. Which one's the one that poisoned me?
It's just the smell of the room.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go directly to the one in front of me because this is the first one I'm seeing after I'm getting the stuff out of my eyes. And yeah, it's getting to spot in position and just start, trying to get him despite what's happening. Jesus.
14 hits.
14? Okay.
14 hits.
Why did you roll disadvantage? The first one would have been a straight roll.
Did I click disadvantage?
It says
You did.
disadvantage on the
Oh,
roll.
it gave him disadvantage automatically.
Oh.
Because he's poisoned. So that's all right. Either way, you hit.
8 points of damage on that one. Second attack. I don't know what's going on, but that's a 15, thankfully.
15 hits.
Another 8 points of damage. Guys, I think I might have made Forge mad or Foundry mad.
You forget
All right, yeah. So you lash out, one of them crawling down on top of the sarcophagi. You manage to hit as you catch him as it leaps with the spear twice. Two quick lashes out in that Spartan position. Although even through the sickness, you manage to land a couple blows. Although it gets even worse as that pierces that decaying flesh and the smell just permeates.
And as I pull my spear out of him, I sort of shake the blood off and bang on the shield. And I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself. For some reason, it was still active at
All right.
But yeah.
All right, one of them crawls down in the door and leaps at you, Ash.
Eek.
Yeet. It yeets itself at you. That's a 10.
Misses. That one will hit.
And then a 24. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, does Ash have to be within 5 feet of me, or?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind.
You take 14 points of slashing damage as the first bite misses, but then the claws come up longer and elongated than you'd expect, and they just slash across you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, son of a... 14.
14 succeeds. Yeah, you feel like the decrepit nature of the claws as they sort of pierce. So you can see the dirt and filth caked underneath them. But you should pull away just in time before they can really bite in. And then this one is going to attack you, Cole. The one that you stabbed, still bleeding, that putrid, like, slime coming out of its body, just throws itself at you. First bite's a 9.
It glances off his
And
shield.
Yep. And the claw attack is a 22.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
That's 6 because of my passive there.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And con save.
Yep.
Would that be a disadvantage, or is this just attacks?
It's just attacks and ability checks, not saving throws.
Okay.
It's not like I'm gonna save it anyway.
Wow. Well, that's bad news.
Your rolls tonight, bud.
That's
That
real
is
bad news.
Real bad news.
The worst of news is
As those claws dig in, you feel your limbs just begin to lock up. As you are now paralyzed.
It's sort of in position, still on his feet, but everything you sort of sees up.
Mm-hmm. Ash, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Son of a bee. Constitution saving throw. Let's hope this one goes as well as the last one. Actually, let's hope it goes. Nope. Okay, that's 8.
Right. Yeah, that's the scent does the same thing to you now. You just start vomiting as it fills your nostrils. So you are poisoned. And it is your turn.
See Ash blow some chunks up out of nowhere after this thing tries. It hits him. Draw my short sword and kind of through the vomit try to hit this guy.
Mhm.
These are at disadvantage, right?
Correct. It'll do it automatically. 9 misses.
Okay. Do the second one. Well, that would have been nice if it would have been the net 20, but a
14 hits.
For 5 points of piercing damage. And as he vomits, he kind of blindly swings and manages to catch the guy, and you see his eyes open back up after he kind of finishes, and you see like almost little black veins kind of poke off his eyes a little bit as he kind of fights through and do more of a stance. Action surge.
action surge, cold. Out the door, kill tens. Let's do this.
14 hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And 15.
15 hits.
for another 8 points of damage.
Pretty good round of damage.
Yeah.
there.
So fighting through the poison. Your first strike is wide, but as the creature moves in to take advantage of it, you press that moment of anticipation and just begin to lay an assault on it, and then pressing that momentum, you just continue to move with the sword, almost dancing across the room, just hacking and slashing. You can see like just some rotten, putrid flesh just easily get carved up on this creature as that smell just continues to pour out of it.
And that'll end my turn. Kind of trapped in the corner there.
All right, this one is going to attack Cole Mavvin. First one's the bite. 21.
Yeah, I mean, it's any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit, so yeah, that's good too.
Oh, whoops, I didn't do that right, but that's all right. I'll give you that. It's 11 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And the second one, the claws. It's a critical anyways.
Yep. Good night.
For 24 points of piercing damage.
You see Cole's legs collapse from underneath him, and his face and head smack the floor considerably as he collapses.
Oh, there goes the healer of the group.
We have one more.
All right, that's a 22 to hit you, Ash.
That hits.
For 17 points of piercing damage. And the second attack. It's a 19.
19 will hit. That'll do it.
For 12 points of piercing damage, slashing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course you do.
Man, we come back. It's been a month, and you just come to TPK us. Like, okay,
That
It wasn't
one
me.
for
You just,
6.
you guys just rushed into this room. You wouldn't even let me get the descriptions off. You're like, oh, more dark gifts. Let me run and get them. What's the worst that could happen?
true.
Nat 1 for a total of 6.
Oh my god. All right, well, your limbs lock up and you are paralyzed.
Oh, goody.
And with that, it is. Oh, this one's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is crit. Auto crit.
Was an actual crit anyway, but
Yeah.
Yeah. For 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I think we need a long rest after this, guys.
don't worry, Cole's taking a very long rest right now.
We'll get there.
6.
That's to me, correct?
Yep.
And Ash joins Cole in his nap.
Okay. Durango.
Shit. Yeah.
I can't
So
tell.
Durango starts blasting at the closest one. It's about all he can do. It's 17 to hit.
17 hits.
For 12 damage.
Ooh, which the closest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And second attack was an 11.
11 misses.
With that, Durango's is going to take a little bit of a step back, and that's his turn. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that first one, the blast hits it as he's lunging towards. You can see them all like starting to swarm towards Ash and Cole now. The first one, it just launches him backwards before he starts dragging half of his body over to Ash's body. Tense.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I use my bonus action to disengage, my action to dash, can I get both of them out of the room? Or can I only get one of them out of the room without taking any attacks of opportunity?
Ooh.
I don't think so. I mean, you're not strong to begin with. You have a strength of 8. Cole's wearing armor. They're both big boys.
Right, but that's why I'm asking, can I get one of them out?
Yeah, make your pick.
Well, I know who I'm picking. Yeah, we're going to
Yeah, okay.
It's disengage and then move and then dash back out after grabbing Cole. Which would be a grand total of 80 feet to get him out of the room. If I dash as an action, that gives me, let's see, it's 20 feet in, and then...
You have a 40 foot? No.
I haven't blade slung yet. I used my action to give Cole the help.
Yeah, so I would give you 25 feet to get to, or 20 feet to get to Cole.
Yep.
And then half your movement, half the dash speed on the way back, if you're carrying him.
Right. So if it's halved carrying him and I'm dashing.
So you have a total of 60 feet dashing, right?
Right. So it's movement 20 in, grab him. If I dash, it gives me 30 feet.
20
and 15
out. So
feet.
you're good. Yep.
Just enough to pull him out of the room. He's going to look up at Durango.
I don't know if that spares him any attacks of opportunity, though.
I mean, if you want to. And then he's going to look up at Durango and just say, "We need him." And then he's going to look at Casimir and say, "Ice them." And that's my turn. And then Casimir will step in and blow his 5th level. Kind of cold.
Hey, I know that one.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I would still have a lot more HP. I'm just saying.
One team, one fight, right, guys?
I don't know why they all just did
Why are you
that.
moving them all, man?
I don't know how that even just happened.
Or are you using the number pad?
No, I think I hit A instead of shift.
Oh, well. Does that get all of them?
That'll get all of them. Yep.
Okay. So that's 2 death saving throws to Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fail your last one, buddy.
Oh boy.
I tried to get both. I was told no.
All right, 13.
But this is the only way we survive.
All right, so it looks like 2 succeed and the rest fail. So go ahead and
33 points of ice damage. Cold damage.
33 points of cold damage.
So have to 16 for the ones that succeeded.
You are dead.
And then I'm going to ask this question. Can Casimir pull Ash out with the rest of his movement and his bonus action?
Not without eating attacks of opportunity.
I'm aware that he'll take an attack of opportunity, but we'll do it. Well, wait, where's he getting the attack of opportunity from if he just steps in here.
There's
Grabs
one,
one and gets out.
There is one on the wall right there. I just don't know that you can see it because of
I
the way
can't.
the token was
Yeah.
positioned. I'm sorry.
It's
I
okay.
gave the cone of cold to him, but yeah. So and this one's right here too.
So are we going for? So would that go
But that
against
wouldn't-
Ash, or would it go
I
against?
feel like if you got to go into his space to get him, but I didn't do that for you. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
But I
cool.
am gonna hit him once.
Well, then we're not going to do that because that would kill him. So,
You think I'll kill him?
if you hit him, it is an automatic death saving throw failure, and I just hit him with a cone of cold.
No,
so
no.
he's-
If I'm gonna hit you once.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
hit
think it would,
Casimir once.
I don't think it would hit. I don't think it would kill
Yeah.
Casimir, but
All right, good.
he's got decent hit points, and he still has reaction to 18. He will use. Will it work? I don't think it's enough. Nope, shield wouldn't make it. So
9 points.
wait,
piercing
why is
damage.
his armor? Why is his armor only 12? His armor should be. Nope. I cast mage armor a long time ago.
It's probably because I've had to like add the token and remove it a bunch of times.
Then he would have shielded to make it miss because his AC would have been
Okay.
15 and then shield
Sure.
to make it miss.
Okay.
And then drag Ash out.
Okay.
All right. There you go. That's his turn.
I like the chat is appreciating the fact that I'm being.
Yeah, no, very gracious. You know, I appreciate it.
See, the terrible part of me loves when there's a PC death because, like, the drama.
Uh-huh.
And with that, Cole, I need you to make a death saving throw.
But you got 3, so you're okay.
Oh, hold on a second. I didn't take away that. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Natural 20.
Nice.
The
You get your fucking turn and everything. Fucking
Oh.
clutch. Go heal Ash now.
Okay. Hold on.
So Cole, as you're, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cole, as you're, Tens drags you out of the room. You're suddenly, your eyes burst open as you can see Casimir just dragging Ash now as well.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. What do I? Okay. Hold on. I did not expect to roll that 20. I was not prepared.
All it takes is 1 point of those healing hands, man, to bring him back up. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but then
But
I won't be
Woody-
able to heal myself, and I'm at 1 HP.
Yeah, but I'm standing there, you're just gonna fucking eat everything. So let's go.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
and Casimir currently has a 20
Okay.
for the rest of the turn. 20 armor class.
Yeah. Cole pops up and then kind of like trips over the rubble that he's on top of, and falls to his hands and knees, and like on his hands and knees, like almost like scramble crawls over to and just grabs Ash's leg. And I don't have any more lay on hands, so I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Any?
I used trying to heal myself from those cones of cold earlier,
Oh fuck.
so I'll use Cure Wounds at first level.
And he healed you from the stone
Yeah,
golem.
Yeah.
I know.
So Ash, you return to consciousness at 6 HP. And then, looking at our situation, trying to get back to my feet and stumbling, I'm going to cast, it's gotta get to do Shield of Faith.
Who are you doing it on? That's the question.
Me, I'm at 1 HP.
Okay.
and I actually have to use a second level spell slot to do it.
You can't.
I can't use
Yeah.
a higher level spell on it?
No, you already used a leveled spell this turn. You can do a cantrip if you had cantrips.
What did I use as a leveled spell?
Cure wounds.
That was my last first level.
Right, but it's a
I know,
level
but you can't
spell.
cast two
level
Oh,
levels.
two spells. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, never mind.
Thanks.
That's it. Yeah, that's it then.
All right.
Shit.
That was a great turn. Great turn.
Come get me, baby. I know it's coming.
It's coming. The first attack is this one lunges through the door at you. It's a bite attack. That's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
I will use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack.
Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you.
And so Cole literally tries to get in the way of him and the thing coming through the door by sticking a spear out in front. Still
That's a
sort of
7?
like drunkenly moving.
I am stressing so hard right now, man.
Did this to yourself.
So the first 7 misses. The second claw attack is a 9.
Misses.
Misses.
Bitch.
Yeah. So even in his wounded state, Cole manages to, as this creature lunges for you, that first bite looks like it's about to get you. He shoves you aside a bit, and it just glances off the shield. The second one, the claws come right behind it, but you manage to duck back and away. Ash.
Oh shit. Can I see the one in the doorway right now?
Mm-hmm.
He'll unsling his bow.
Yeah, I probably would have just thrown him right in there. How about that?
Okay.
No, put him back. No, other way. Other way. I have a plan. Why would you do that to me?
It just at instinct this point. It's like that last scene from Saving Private Ryan, right? Like he's propped up against the wall, and he's just gonna try here with a couple arrows.
He just barely managed to stand up, and you fire at the first one that comes to the first one that's there at the door. Yep,
For a 20
20 hits.
for 8 points of piercing damage, and
As it's pressing both Tens and Cole up against the wall now, fighting it off. Ash, you just stand up, leaning, propping yourself against, barely conscious. You fire that arrow past Casimir, and it just lands, and you watch the creature just slump.
I can't see any other ones.
From where you are, no.
Ash will just kind of like do the thing where like he's barely up, leaning up against the wall, just kind of breathing heavy. Couple deep breaths, and bonus action will second wind. For 17 points of healing.
Nice.
Taking a deep breath and leaning against that wall, you manage to slow your heart rate down, and you feel like you're ready to get back in the fight. And with that, the fight comes to you. This one is going to go for Casimir again.
They see still 20.
Yeah, this looks like the squishiest one.
Ooh,
It's a 19. Second attack. It's a 21.
Barely gets through.
I
Barely
need
is
him to
enough.
make a Constitution saving throw as he takes 8 points of slashing damage.
My aura is up, so +3 to that.
Come on, buddy. All he gets is the +3. 11?
11 will do it.
He's good.
The next one, however, It's coming
God,
for
why
you,
are there
too.
so many of them in this fucking room? There's so many of them. JD, quit it.
Stop.
The bite attack on you, Tenzveta, for
Miss.
for an 11. The second one's a claw.
Fucking bring it.
Claw.
Unreal.
I thought the same
Eat
thing.
me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Coming from the ceiling and everything.
Yep.
True.
It also
Durango.
decides who will go and who will stay. So as this
Durango.
epic struggle's unfolding, Durango appears behind Cole, playing his usual theme music, but he falls to his knees and plays like a blistering mandolin solo, and Cole's wounds start to close on their own.
Good man. Good man.
Okay.
That's cure wounds at level 3. So,
Woo, buddy.
Roll good.
so 48 altogether?
I think
3d8.
so. Let me check.
3d8 plus modifier, right?
I think it's 38. Let me check real quick. Cure wounds.
You should be able to
is a
just cast
D8.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
then-
from
Yeah.
It's from the mandolin, so when I click cure wounds, it just brings up the reference.
Gotcha,
It's-
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
It's 38 plus your charisma. Absolutely insane.
23 points.
Jesus.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Phenomenal. Oh.
those last couple heal rolls have really done some work.
This damn mandolin, man. Best choice I made about this character. That's my turn.
JD's just like, when we're gonna find a way for it to explode.
Oh, your mandolin experiences humidity in the neck bows. It's useless.
Let's see. We will instead steady aim at this one and then smack it with the sunblade at advantage. Does a 13 hit somehow?
13 hits.
Wow.
Okay.
Booming blade, let's thank God for wow.
I think I might have transferred my rolls to you.
And then the D8 from the thunder. That is, let's see, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23 points of damage. As he just like turns to the one that went to swing at him, he pulls the blade out and just coldly stabs out towards the neck.
Yep. And as he does, the blade radiates, and you can feel that hum as it seems to be elated by the fact that it is piercing undead flesh, and just the skin around it just starts to burn as it carves through it.
I mean, that's my turn. That was bonus action. I'm not moving.
Mhm.
Casimir. Casimir is going to cast magic in his first level magic missile, so because it's the only thing that won't be at disadvantage. 7 points of damage, baby, to the one in front of him.
7 points is all you needed. As the magic missiles just slam into the creature, you watch 1, 2, 3. As the flesh just caves in and breaks underneath the force before it slumps to the floor. And again, as everything settles down, that stink of rotting flesh still permeating thick in the air. Everybody trying to catch their breath through it. That's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, God.
That was a tight one.
That's as close as it's gotten.
Yeah. And like it's gotten pretty freaking close a few times so far.
And that was only due to the mercy of the DM.
Absolutely. There's no way we should
Yeah, no.
like.
If you and Ash had just talked for another half hour, it would have been a whole different story. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God.
you guys can ask me for a short rest at any moment.
I
You
think
can
at this
just say,
point
"Hey,
we're gonna be. I think at this point we're gonna be lobbying for another long rest, but that might just be me.
It's been like 3 hours, and we're like,
Cole is
Oh,
staying in
we're
this
so
alcove for the
tired.
day, barricading the way in.
Yeah,
took a lot of
stay in-
time to gather all that treasure, count out 1,700 copper pieces.
True.
I'm sorry, 17,000.
as long
So
as there's
much
no
copper.
fire in those rooms.
That was a wild session, boys.
What a one
Sure
back,
was.
right?
Yeah.
So huge thank you to Foundry and Forge. Maybe not so much from Ryan tonight, but
Man, what did I do? What did I do?
Thanks
done
to
nothing but
Foundry and
love you.
Forge for enabling our suffering.
that did seem to carry over from Thursday. Yeah, I mean, we were rolling like garbage on Plastic Cougar on Thursday. So, listen, we made you guys wait a long time for this to happen again. So that's what everybody gets. I was available. Just want to point that out there.
Hey, listen.
So, this could happen at any point in time. Then again, you guys, to make up for it, we've got a jam-packed week. We've got Cinder's Dream tomorrow. I'm doing another guest spot on Fable 42 as Captain Dave on Wednesday. So check that out. That was a lot of fun. We have Plastic Cougar again on Thursday. Then we're back here on Sunday. So
And it's the same schedule next week.
it's
Because-
the same schedule next week.
Because we got ASD 2 weeks in a row again.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. We get a lot of content coming up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. All right, Ryan, you want to figure out where we're actually? I did this to you Thursday. I said, because you were rolling like garbage, I made you roll to raid. So you know what, Jay, why don't you roll tonight?
For the choices you made today.
I made fantastic choices. That's a 5.
5. So that is going to take us to Whiskey Frizz, Dice, Drams, and Deegans.
Ice Drams and Deegans.
You know, not a lot of those words sounded like actual English.
Coming from you, no.
I'm still a little confused. But that being said, everybody, let's go make some friends out there. Have a lot of fun. Thanks for sticking in there, and we will see you tomorrow, Thursday, Wednesday, Sunday, whatever.
Whatever day you're here.
And yes, what didn't I post in Discord? I think I was posted, wasn't it?
I
The
don't know.
Fable 42 thing? Whatever.
It will be this time.
It's on YouTube. I'll give you a link.
Good night, everybody.